I'm Vin.
I'm Sori.
If you would like to get your song reviewed, dear listener, there's the filthy capitalist option. As Sori says, $125 gets you straight to the head of the line. You don't have to be a part of the alliance. You don't have to be part of the group.
Wait a minute.
And the biggest thing is you don't have to wait. You hop, skip, and jump right in front of everybody. $125 gets you there. You do that 3 times, and you get mashed down to the $75 rate for perpetuity.
Yes!
Also, there is a band review option. So if you've got a band and you're trying to get your band some exposure, hit me up at insori@gmail.com, and I'll show you the details about how to pull that off.
You can also jump on Patreon, and there is a option on the tiers to be able to get your band reviewed. Yep. Obviously, we can't lie to you, so we can't guarantee a positive review. Get what you get.
It's just rubbish.
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 That's British for garbage.
My favorite is the community option. $1 at the gate gets you in a Patreon. You get to join an alliance. The alliance joins their points together, and that helps determine what songs that we do.
The alliances hang out on Discord.
Message me on Patreon to get the link.
And they do all kinds of other cool things. They do Minecraft. Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. It's really a community within the community. Anybody can go in the village, facebook.com/Vin and Sori. There's 160,000+ people on the channel. What's cool about the Discord is that it offers a real opportunity for community connection, friendship, that type of thing.
And it's on Discord, so if you're not a Facebook person, it's for you.
You start off at $1.
Right.
Plus you get exclusives. Sori and I are working on a song. So the first 15 seconds of that was on Patreon. Also, at $15 tier and above, when we actually debut the video, they're going to be there live with us. There you are, dear listener.
Buy merch.
Buy merch indeed. It's how shall eat them.
So buy our merch.
Yes, dear listener. Yes, dear listener. Yes, dear listener. I defy you, dear listener, to find another group of, another reaction channel that will be this diverse.
Yeah. And we'll stream for this long. We love our people and we love our music.
These poor people, they're like, wow, it take too long.
Well,
all right.
At least they can come and go.
This is our channel's
like
pick.
The length.
Marrasmieli. I don't think I've the Oaks of England is what it's called.
Archero says they're a pagan black metal band from Finland.
Black metal.
Can I get the timestamp?
Yeah.
4:34.
4:34.
Their name translates roughly to death of the mind. Note that portions of the lyrics are written in Old English and are excerpts from the Anglo-Saxon poem called the Battle of Maldon.
Okay. Old English really donated, but in case
it
my
was
crew finna get
343, right?
Yep. They pop on, so leave me alone. You want to get shut down? 4:34. 4:33. You're the best, guys. I appreciate it, Phoenix Force. Phoenix Force, where did that come from? Where did Phoenix Force come from? Is that an X-Men thing or a Nintendo thing? I'm not sure. Not sure. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Oaks of England. I'm very, very...
Yep.
Finally, we got some black metal in this bitch.
Let's do it.
Let's not, because somebody downloaded the audio instead of the video.
Those were actually the 2 you downloaded. I don't know if you wanted to know that, but I'm going to tell you.
Oh, really? Where's the one you downloaded?
I downloaded the first 6 songs.
So you didn't download the other one?
I downloaded the first 6 songs of this stream.
Talk to the people.
Yeah, but
Talk
maybe
to the people.
Look.
What?
Maybe you did that on purpose.
We're
going from 1912 to 2841. It's probably just that picture anyway. You probably don't even need that. Just go with it.
You have the lyrics?
Yeah.
All right, send me the lyrics.
I shall.
Don't you know no good? Give me a second, guys.
We can do a random Ask Me Anything while Vinny's pulling that up if you guys want. But it is a random Ask Me Anything for those on Rumble. You guys, don't forget to get the likes up. We've got to get as many... Oh, you're reading the Calival? I don't know how you pronounce that right now, but I actually enjoyed that read. It's funny because I just if I don't know how it's said, I'll just make it up. And so I just kept calling it the Caliva, but I don't believe that's how it's pronounced. But I had
Tell Johan to turn on the AC.
I think it was like a shorter version because it might have been the kids' version.
This thing's incredible. It's starting to get chippy. See how it's get chippy as soon as you turn off the AC? That's insane. That's insane. Give it a second, guys. We're seeing some throttling issues. Soraya going to talk to you while we try to fix this problem.
Yes, I will.
Ask me anything.
So yeah, I was reading that book, and it was really interesting because I'm pretty sure. Well, there was a couple of different ones that were kind of in that same like genre. But if I remember correctly, that one has like a lot of like the mythical stories of the area, and there was like some really fascinating stuff. I actually read it to the kids. They liked it too.
Okay, so somebody's I request a Sori cooking segment. What's a good recipe we should all try?
Who said that?
Archero.
Oh man, but I would love to do that. I think that would be fun. I can do a little session with you guys. I'll be like, this is what we're gonna cook. Although I tried these, I don't know if you guys saw this. Like, there's
did he turn on the heat?
That's what I was wondering myself personally. But
this kid is killing me, man.
Like when we said turn off the AC, I think he turned on the heat. It felt like, but I said turn the AC back. How did you guys become metal fans? Well, Vinny already was. I got little influences of metal.
I wouldn't say I was a metal fan. I was a Korn fan. I was a Slipknot fan. I only knew Korn, but when we started the channel, I only knew Korn, Slipknot, and Metallica. That's all I knew. So I guess that makes me a metal fan.
Right. I mean, yeah, that's true. That was weird because I thought you were like a big metalhead.
Yeah.
And then you'd be like, I've never heard of this band. I've never heard of this one. I was like, oh my gosh, because there was a lot of them.
Yeah, and then there were classic ones that I'd never heard of either. People were like, how could you not? The people were like legit hurt and offended that I didn't know their,
Or they wouldn't believe it. They'd be like, this can't be true.
Yeah, I was listening to B.I.G. and Mace. I wasn't listening to, you know what I'm saying? So I became a hip-hop fan because of Woodstock. I heard that DMX was a rapper, rest in peace, but he was performing at Woodstock, and so I wanted to catch him performing at Woodstock,
mm-hmm.
And then I saw Korn, and they were doing Got the Life, and when I saw that was it. It was over for me after that. So
yeah,
it was a crazy thing to actually be able to interview Brian from Korn because he specifically was the reason
mm-hmm.
that I got into metal. Like, Jonathan was there, but like that whole thing that they do with their guitar, like I'd never seen that before. Like the like complete, I'm gonna sell out on this song. Like I'd never seen that before.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there was a lot of really cool stuff for sure.
I was not like a metal person, but we had like very little, if any, music at all growing up. There was at eventually, like at some points, we were able to listen to Christian music. The one we're trying to listen to right now.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, let me pull it back up. Right here. It looks like Martaden. Oh no,
Can
it's
you just spell it?
Marrasmieli.
People.
Okay, so I was kind of like
the Oaks of
restricted for us growing up for music and stuff, so I didn't have like a lot of stuff that I like kind of like tried out. When I became like 16 and had my own license in my car, I listened to more music, but it was like a lot of hip hop stuff.
Is this the official? Looks like it's the official.
Yeah, we have to be careful because we can't get more stuff on our channel.
I'm just gonna kill YouTube then.
Yeah.
And just
okay. If you're on YouTube, you're gonna have to move over to the Rumble side or to Twitter, because we can't get more. We can't get more hits on our YouTube channel. We have to be really careful that we're following those guidelines, so that way we don't get completely shut down and lose all of our channel. So, so if you want to jump off and jump over to the Rumble side, I'll actually post the link for you guys. Hold on, just let me.
There's only 291 subs on this thing, but it's the you just can't risk it, man. Damn it. Okay.
I don't think it's worth risking it, but
we're not going to.
I'm gonna give you guys the link.
I'm gonna push the button.
Share, copy. Oh, give me 2 seconds to post it. Did you already end it?
End what? I didn't end anything. What are you talking about?
Okay, the YouTube link, because I'm gonna post the thing for them.
I didn't do that yet.
Okay, here's the the link.
Come to the dark side,
Always wanna
YouTube.
double check stuff in case I'm putting something else in there. Okay, there's the link to Rumble, so you guys can jump on over to the Rumble side and check out Middle. No, what happened? Please just cut off the song off Black Metal Promotion Channel. 100% safe, says Middle. Please just cut the song off Black Metal Promotion Channel. 100% safe. Hard no.
What is he saying? What are you saying hard no to?
I think cutting off YouTube and moving to the Rumble side.
What do you mean, Middle? What are you saying? What's he saying no to?
I don't know. We'll just wait. He means the album stream I gave you should be safe to react to. I think, like, I'm not sure what Vinny's going to say. The issue is we've already had, like, a number of situations because YouTube is pretty particular and we've taken a lot of chances on stuff in the past.
We just can't do it. And you guys know, like, I'm usually like, yeah,
we're very liberal,
blah, 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 but, you know.
Things have changed with YouTube now.
Well, nothing's really changed with YouTube, but, you know, I think they've caught up to a couple of our screens. Either way, we just can't risk it right now. We just can't do that. Mm-hmm. So, we're going to do the Oaks of England, and we're going to do it on Rumble or Twitter. But we cannot risk any more of the channel. So we're on a 90-day probation with them for some things, and then we've got an actual active copyright strike on another thing. So there's no dilemma for me. We're gonna turn off YouTube in the next 2 minutes. Now listen, we can do the Black Sabbath thing on the YouTube side if you want us to, Middle. Find Alban on Black Metal Promotion and cut it off there. Okay. Black Metal. So is Black Metal Promotion a website on YouTube? Is that what? Just hey, Middle. Why don't you just put the link on there for us to go to?
Yeah.
Because you're a mod, so just put the link on there for what you're talking about, and then we'll be able to, whatever. What did you say? Black Metal Promotion.
Black Metal Promotion. Yep. Their YouTube channel. Yep. Phoenix Force, don't worry, we're still going to be doing it on Rumble. Rumble is like they're completely liberal.
It's the Wild West, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
These guys got 400,000 subscribers. I'm just. What's the name of the band again?
The name of I'm just going to spell it to you.
Yeah, spell M-A what now?
Marrasmieli. The Oaks of England.
Say it again. M-A what now?
Marrasmieli. Do it again.
M-A-R-R-A-S. What A-I you said?
Marrasmieli. So yeah, Phoenix Force. It's still gonna be happening on the Rumble side. We still have multiple songs left to do.
That's the image, right?
Yep.
And then
The Oaks of England is the name of the song. He's thinking. In the meantime, I'm gonna go back to that question. Metal fans. So it probably for me started when we started reacting to music and we started the channel. I was like, it took a while though, I think, for me to like call myself more like a fan of metal. I think it was shocking at first, and people wanted us to listen to shocking music too. So it was shocking in and of itself, but then it was also shocking because people were sending us like really shocking stuff sometimes. But yeah, it was
well, the first Cradle of Filth song was pretty shocking. The Behemoth.
Cattle decapitation.
Behemoth was the one that was like, yo.
Yeah.
Like, whoa.
Yeah, God equals dog.
Well, not that. O Father, O Satan, O Son.
That one, yeah.
We prayed after that.
That's right, one. Yeah.
We prayed after that. I was like, yo, this is some dark shit, man. This guy's fucking with shit he doesn't know about or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then we woke up the next day and they had published us in some magazine somewhere. It was like, the Christians are freaking out over this shit.
The Christians.
That's when we got like 20,000 subs based on that song, dude. Like that one went crazy. I was like, yo, chill out, bro. Chill out. That's Shaitan. Like, he's not on the team.
Oh no.
He's not on the team. All right, so we're downloading this thing, the full album MP4. Because, yeah, and then we'll see. So what's he saying? What's Middle saying now? Go back to the YouTube thingamajiggy. You've done 10 or more songs off of BMP album links. Okay. All right. Well, it's Middle, so we'll do it.
All right, let's check it out.
I found you guys by accident on YouTube and became a fan. There's no such thing
as accident.
God directed you to our forum.
Mm-hmm.
All right. This is for the homie. Listen, dear listener, the fact that I'm taking this risk, it's not really a risk because this dude is pretty particular. Middle is pretty particular about stuff. Mm-hmm. We've had a relationship with Middle for damn near 4 or 5 years. Mm-hmm. So
don't get any big ideas.
The fact that I'm willing to do this here does not mean that we're going to do this for other people. That's favoritism. Absolutely. Yes. I'm not going to lie to y'all. It's absolutely favoritism. Okay. What is the timestamp for the thingamajiggy?
Okay, there's the lyrics. And
the timestamp, lady.
Yes, babe, I can only do one thing at a time. I'm a human being. 1912 to 2841. What?
Of course. 1912 to 2841. 47, 46.
1912.
I know. Rah. I'm going to get it exactly right. 1905.
Okay, and I'm going to have to take that time stamps again.
9, 10, 11. There it is. Okay.
49. Okay, I'm ready.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
All right, so this is, what's this called again?
Marrasmieli.
The Oaks of England.
The Oaks of England.
You got to put another thing in there for Reville's pick. Epic High is the thingamajig. Mm-hmm. All right, guys, here we go. I got the volume all the way up. It's at 1911, and then we're stopping at what point now? Don't worry about it. All right, let's go. What are we doing?
You said don't worry about it. So I figured you were going to wait until I clicked that, and then I was going to point it out to you after.
All right, just let me know when we can go.
I mean, we can go. Like, you don't...
Are we ready?
Go, babe.
Okay. Oh shit, we're going to jihad, baby.
Lost.
That bass.
Se det nog framtid som bibläggar vändan vänster. Det tjomprot pöres, vad visste ville. Och tidsböjde hälve, nu nog flavorre. Det svala i vår med.
Fight before the charge, bitch! Let's go! you freaking kidding me? I thought it was a 9-minute song. What happened?
You listened to
You
9
missed it?
minutes and you enjoyed it. Matter of
Are you
fact, you
serious?
enjoyed it.
The whole thing?
I'll be honest with
Did
you,
we
it
miss
did not
something?
feel like it was 9 minutes.
You fucking-
Do you see
28:41?
28:41?
That says 28:46.
So then, yeah, you did
Holy
it.
shit.
Looks like you'd like to listen to the whole album. All right. 4,000 men, the mightiest warriors of Odin, ready to brave the fiercest of foes.
But wait a second. This is really interesting because most of the time when we're talking about Vikings, it's the Vikings are the aggressors or it's from their perspective. But this is from the perspective of the England, the warriors of England dealing with the Vikings. You see what I'm saying? Because most of the time it's Viking shit. It's the Vikings are gonna go. This one is like we're going to fight them. It's like it's like the first one that like had the English perspective on it instead of just
I didn't realize that.
pretty sure that's what it was, but you know, middle will help us.
Eager
know,
to
too.
slay Vikings again. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, shit.
Yeah, but they're saying 4,000 men, the mightiest warriors of Odin, ready to brave the fiercest of foes.
Illiterate farmers herding their cows.
Yeah.
Those were their foes. Or were they the illiterate farmers? No, I'm pretty sure that they were talking about we're going to go after these illiterate farmers. So it's kind of like
They're calling the
We're-
Vikings
we're-
illiterate farmers?
no. I think I think maybe the Vikings were sleeping on these people because it's like there's 4,000 of us brave men of Odin, and who is our foe? A bunch of illiterate farmers. I think that herding their cows. Like, you know, what's funny? That was a phrase that Muhammad used often.
What?
He said, I get my rizq from the edge of my sword, and you get your rizq chasing the tails of cows. And rizq is sustenance. It's how you sustain yourself. So he's saying, we sustain ourselves by going to jihad. Because we go and we take all the ghanima. Ghanima is the spoils of war in Arabic. So Muhammad was saying, if real men get their sustenance, get their money, their capital from doing jihad. Soft men get their money from chasing the tails of cows, basically. So it's very interesting looking at that. You know, that's probably a very common thing. I bet you if I looked in the Bible, I could find David saying some shit like that.
Could be.
Right? Like it's like you can be a farmer or you can be a jihadist and then take people's shit. And what if we die? That's okay because you go to Jannah and you get a bunch of girls in Jannah. Bunch of green couches in Jannah. It's all good.
Crazy because literally what you're saying is in one instance you can go out and you can kill people. The other one is you can do something that actually sustains people, farming.
Yeah, but you can get so good that when you show up to the city, people just surrender. That's what happened with Jerusalem. Umar, there wasn't a real big battle over Jerusalem. The high priest of Jerusalem just surrendered, and they said, who's your king or whatever. So Umar had to come all the way from Medina to go meet this guy. The Archbishop of Jerusalem, to give him the keys to the city. And Umar and his slave were, they had to make the trek, and it was Umar's slave's turn to use the camel. So Umar shows up there, dragging this camel, dirty clothes, all this stuff, and the high priest is like, okay, where's Umar? And Umar's like, right here. He's like, what? You're out here dragging a camel? Who is this guy on top of the horse? He's like, oh, that's my slave. He's like, what the fuck? So anyway, it just reminded me of that.
Wow.
But okay, so 4,000 men, the mightiest warriors of Odin, ready to brave the fiercest
why
of
did he
foes.
have his servant on the camel?
Because they would take turns.
Because he cared for his servant, or because he didn't want them to die?
It was just the rules. The rules were like, I get a half, you get a half. I get it, because that was Muhammad's example. When they were going out to do jihad at the Battle of Badr, Ali and another guy were like, "Ya Rasulullah, just take the camel." And Muhammad said, "I am in need of the reward for walking just as much as you're in the need of the reward for walking. So if any step you took in going toward jihad was more ajr
Okay,
for you."
that's interesting.
So
I mean, you still can't beat Jesus. He came to serve and not be served.
It's not even close. Stop. I get so mad when people try to compare Muhammad to Jesus. Stop.
I mean, I appreciate it though. I think that's cool.
I love Muhammad. I don't want to embarrass him.
Split the time, but
I don't want to embarrass him, but come on, man. Jesus, get out of here. 4,000 men, the mightiest warriors of Odin, ready to brave the fiercest of foes, illiterate farmers herding their cows.
I see what you're saying.
Silent they sail through the swan-like mountains, foul in their fury, the feeders of wolves. Woo! These people can write their ass off, yo. This man said, foul in their fury, the feeders of wolves. That's brilliant. So it's what? We kill you and then feed your body to the wolves?
Oh.
That was a phrase that David used. He said, I'm going to kill you. He said to Goliath, he said, I'm going to kill you and feed your body to the birds of the air. No, that was Jezebel. That she'd be eaten by the dogs. He told Goliath, he said, I'm going to kill you and feed your body to the birds of the air. So that was a thing because, yeah, like they didn't have these, the technology we have now to dispose of bodies or whatever. So, yeah, he's dump them in there and the animals will take care of you. Yeah, this guy can write his ass off. Silent, because look at the irony. If I'm right, do you?
Oh, no, I agree with
what you're saying. Is that the Rumble chat? Which chat?
I've got Rumble right here. What do you want?
We need the YouTube. I need the YouTube chat up because that's where middle is.
Okay, so are you telling me to leave this one?
Nope. Stay. I'll do it. Just go. Just keep going.
You were gonna say something about silent. They sail through the swan-like mountains. You were like, "Oh, that's so," and then you stopped. You want to just go back?
Just go ahead. You go. Kai is here. Okay.
Silent.
Vikings weren't raiding 24/7. They were farmers too. Okay, so are you saying? Okay, so when it says the illiterate farmers herding their cows, you think that was about the Vikings or was that about the English? Because that would be a good. Mm-hmm. That'd be a good breakdown. Yeah. Middle, help us out. All right, let's keep going.
Eager to slay the Vikings again, Brith North hastily rallies his men, marching onward while the world still slumbers, replacing with valor what they lack in numbers.
That's a good line.
Yeah,
that's a good line, man. Hey, what's up? What's up? Hello from Russia.
Alone on the coast, the oaks of England await unwavering. Or the waves of steel.
Oh shit.
Okay.
So Arturo agrees with me. It was the Vikings underestimating the Saxons. Okay. That makes sense.
I thought that was an interesting take on it.
What was an interesting take on it?
No, just looking at the illiterate farmers herding their cows as them underestimating their enemy.
Yeah. I mean, I would understand. If I was a Viking, I'd be sleeping on them too. You know what I'm saying?
So basically it's talking about their journey going, look, see over here, battle wolves waded ashore. See, that's the thing. When it said over there where it said feed you, a foul in their fury, the feeders of wolves, it made me think of, remember how DJ Nick has that thing that like, he's like switched it up?
I'd rather be a wolf of Odin than a lamb of God or something
right.
Like that.
So the wolf of Odin and the feeder of the wolves. So I didn't know if it was like not that they're throwing their bodies to the wolves, but that they themselves are the wolves that are going to consume this next batch. And then later on it says they stood there alongside. Where did it go?
Yeah, I just
talked about the wolves coming up on the shore. Right there. Battle wolves waded ashore, not worrying about the water. The Viking band crossed the Panta. Over shining water, shields aloft, these men of the fleet toward land advance their linden shields.
You guys are juicing up, ready to go to war.
Yeah,
I could see if I was a Viking, I would definitely be sleeping on the Saxons for sure. For sure.
Why?
Because our entire culture is jihad. Like I understand, Kai, that wasn't the only thing that they were doing, but they seem to be a lot more of a martial context than the Saxons were. It looks like the Saxons were like, well, we got a lot of land here, like there's no reason to, I think the Vikings, like warrior spirit, a lot of that was just a form of natural selection. It was a selection pressure because they were running. This is what I've heard, and maybe I'm hearing this from Viking apologists, but it just seems to me that, from a natural selection perspective, when you are very, very low on resources, and the only way to, in your mind, is to accumulate those resources is to commandeer them by killing, then nature's going to select that you're going to be a warrior culture by default. Whereas if you're in a place that's lush and has all this whatever, then you're not going to develop that kind of a mindset in the zeitgeist because there's not a reason to.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
So,
that makes sense.
like, I could definitely see, like, if I was a Viking, I'd be like, come on, man, like, we're gonna get busy on these people. You know what I'm saying? Like, these guys, they can't, you know, because like, it's really interesting because.
So where they were trying to take over the Saxon land? Is that what's happening here?
Well, yeah, they're invading, and you know, like we saw, you know, like I mean, it's Hollywood, but yeah, they were going in there, invading, taking people's shit, killing people, pillage a village, all that shit. And I've always said, like, yo, what determines what we look at as horrible and what we celebrate? Like, why are Vikings like just celebrated and it's awesome and whatever? It's like these guys were killing folk, raping, all type of shit. Like, we hate them. You know what I mean? Like, so it's just weird. Like, how does that, like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Why are we cool with this? We're cool with Genghis Khan. We're not cool with, like, you know, colonialists. We're not cool with, like, English. We're not good with English colonialism. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. Like, I don't know. And, you know, maybe there's some sort of, you know, nuance about the Viking kind of mentality than other people's. I'm not sure, but we continue.
The other thing too is like when you're like watching a movie and you're rooting for the bad guy, and then if you flip it and you ask yourself like whoever it is that's trying to like that's against the bad guy, they're actually like on the like, you know, like let's say it's the bad guys like robbing these banks and stuff, and you're like, okay, you own the banks, and you and your family have worked your asses off to get to that point that you own those banks, like but you're rooting for the bad guy, and why are you doing that? Because if you were the bank owner, you'd be like, what? We need to get this guy immediately,
right? That's really interesting. Like it I look at situations today and I'm like looking at people like, yo, how are you justifying this? You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, what are we talking about here? You know what I mean? Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah.
Like, we just pick and choose like which people were, oh, that's an atrocity. It's a, you know what I mean? Like, I get it. I don't know. It's weird, you know. But at the same time, it's kind of like, I don't know what it was. It was that Nick Fuentes guy. I guess he's a racist, whatever. But he said something to the effect of like, yeah, it's fucked up what we did to Native Americans. He's like, what do you think the Native Americans were doing to each other before we got there? It was killing shit, of course. Like we saw, what do you call it? Apocalypse or whatever? Apocalypto with Mel Gibson. Yeah. And we were just following along at these savages. Oh, yeah, that was went and, you know, pillaged, like very graphic, horrible. They're chasing this dude all through the Aztec, whatever, the jungles of North America or whatnot. And the dude finally makes it. Like, oh my gosh. He gets found.
He gets captured and then he escapes.
Yeah, he gets found on the beach. Like, I hate doing this. This is the final scene. Terrible. Close your eyes and ears. But like it was a very powerful moment because you're there and there's no language being said. Like there's no translation. There's nothing. They're just speaking whatever and like you're seeing all this stuff happen and the ups and downs that this guy's doing to try to escape with his life. He's the last one of his little tribe left or whatnot. And then on the other hand, you see his girl. His girl was pregnant. She delivers this baby in this really dramatic way, like incredible.
Oh, it's
Shorty was like, you really like, damn. And then like, so he makes it, he escapes, and then like they basically corner him on a beach, and you're like, fuck. And then, but then you then they both turn around and look off camera at something, and then you turn around and it's like the Nina Pinta and the Santa Maria, you know, in come the conquistadors or whatever. And it's like all that running that this dude has done, like now it's like, it doesn't matter because both you guys are prey now because these guys, and it was a real like, it was a genius movie because he made no statements. There was no political, there was no whatever. It was just, here it is. You're following this guy running for his life. And then you see at the end all these ships showing up, and it's like, man. And then you just go, this is just human nature. Because at some point, like at the midway point in the movie, it really didn't take long. But you really hate that tribe. Like you can't, like, you know, if you, you know, like, you see all the shit that they do, and you're like, okay, motherfucker, yeah. Like if we would, you know. But then it's like you get to the end of it, and it's like, okay, now they're looking at this giant ship, and they're all you know what's gonna happen. Those guys are food now, so it's a real like interesting thing. Like, who do we look at as victims? Who do we look at as perpetrators? Who do we look at as the aggressor? Who do we, that type of thing. Like, it's not, that movie kind of, this shit is not as simple as people want to make it seem. It's just not. And that's one of the reasons why we could still celebrate Vikings, but they were horrible people. Like, they were terrible. You're like, I understand, like, we needed resources. Yeah, but you didn't need to rape anybody. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, that, you can't tell me that they were only doing that just to get, resources or whatever. But there's nothing particularly evil about Vikings. It's original sin. But at the same time, it's like, it's just very curious to me why some sort of, same thing with Genghis Khan. Like, if I went outside with a Genghis Khan shirt, nobody would have a problem. This guy was a murderer. I think, like, I forgot what, like, 4% of all the people in Cambodia are related to him or some shit like that. They raped so many people. I don't know. But it kind of screws you up, cause especially me. Like, it was halfway through Vikings, and like we're like, come on, Ragnar, and it's like, and I'm like, wait, what
am I doing?
What are we doing here? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
it's a very complex thing to think through.
Mm-hmm.
The German Anglo-Saxon were Northmen, so it was really Northmen versus Northmen. Yeah, okay.
Crazy.
But they were afraid of Finns. Apocalypto was intense, and the Norman conquered the Saxon Northmen. Yeah. So, yeah, man, like, it really kind of puts you in the situation where you really have to rethink especially me, because you guys know how I get down. I'm like, evil people, terrible ancestors, blah, blah, blah. It's like, yeah, man, like, what do you think your folks were doing before the white people showed up over there? It was your people that sold you into slavery, bro.
I mean, I wasn't going to say. I was thinking it, though.
Right? It was. It's not like white folks showed up in Africa and was like, yo, we're going to kill all you. We're going to kill all you. It wasn't like that.
Right. Yeah.
You got sold. You got sold at a bargain price to the whites and the Arabs, man, by your own people. That's just a fact. And to this day, a lot of people don't know this. Like, Black Americans and Africans, like Africans, not African American, African, like, there's a real problem. Like, that's why the guy was doing that joke, and he was like, I don't know why Africans don't like it. So he's a Black American dude, and he was like, and then, so he's like, yo, he went to this African dude. He's like, how come you don't like us, man? He's like, it's because you are lost. And then he goes, yeah, but you sold us in the same. It was like, what the fuck? You gonna be mad at us that we're lost? Shouldn't you have come gotten us if we were lost?
Yeah.
So it's like, you gotta, like, you guys know me, like, I'll get it. I'm a lover of my people. You know what I'm about. You know what I'm saying? Like, Kanye says what he says. I'm gonna support him. I'm never gonna, I don't care if he's wrong. I'm never gonna do that for the sake of white people. That's never gonna happen. But your people sold your own people to slavery, bruh. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So, it really kind of like it messes with you a little bit, but it's very interesting because this is like a different thing to me, because I'm like, the Vikings are the aggressors here, and then these people now have to stand up to them. Mm-hmm. They stood there alongside the river Ponte in battle array, the vanguard of East Saxon in that army. They stood together alongside the river. I mean, man. Battle wolves waded ashore, not worrying about the water. The Viking band crossed the Ponto over shining water, shields aloft. These men of the fleet towards the last advanced their linden shield. That onslaught was bitter. Warriors fell on either side. Young warriors lay dead. Man, howling the hail of wind, smashing the ships of their souls, bearing a blizzard of blood. Woo! Here lies our Lord, all hewn down. Mm-hmm. Goodly he lies in the dust, a kinsman mourns, that who now from this battle play thinks to turn away. I mean, good night. This was great, man. Mm-hmm. This is great. And if you pay attention, there's some thought-provoking shit in there that'll kind of mess with your head.
When it first started, I was like, oh, this is one of those Vin songs that I don't like.
Yeah.
I'm like, I reach for the volume, I turn it down a little bit because I had it up for the last few songs. I mean, but then as it progressed and it got like, it had like those extra elements to it that was like, what is that? the Ocarina of Time.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
Legend of Zelda.
Zelda.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that it just had some really cool additions to it that kind of changed the vibe of it for me. So this one's a solid 9 for me.
This is a 9.7 for me.
And I knew it was going to be high for you.
Troubling lyrics that really, like, if you really focus on what he's saying, like, it's terrible, terrible shit. But really, really smart lyric writing, man. Really smart lyric writing. What did you give it?
Revo's next. I gave it a 9.
9.7. That's an incorrect score. Don't even listen to that. Did you feel that was a 9-minute song? Did you feel that was a 9-minute song? You felt like that was a 9-minute song? If it was a 9-minute song, it felt like a 3-minute song. That at least deserves a 9.5.
You know what? You're right. Let me change the score. I'm going with an 8.9.
What a horrible woman. These are the reasons.
You've convinced me.
These are the reasons. You can't marry these people. You can't marry these people, bro. Stay within the family, fellas.
Wow.
Don't commit the same error that I've committed. Okay. It may make sense to switch to Rumble for Black Sabbath and do a high-resolution version from Sabbath Worship in HD channel and Warp Pigs Pop Shop 1970. I don't know what any of that means. Whoa. Oh.
I'm in distress.
All right,
You just
next.
told everybody don't marry a white woman.
No, I just told the brothers don't marry a white woman. I didn't say everybody. There's probably no brothers in here at all, actually.
So all you're doing is you're telling all of these white men.
White women in distress shit?
Yeah, you're telling all these white men. You've made a bad decision, and you made.
No, I'm just telling. I was telling my racist buddy. I was like, I don't know, man. That miscegenation, man, that shit is going pretty good. He gets so mad. He starts dropping the nigger. I was like, I don't care. Every time you say that shit, I know I got you, bitch.
It's so true though. I look at our kids and I'm like, wow, look at that boy. He looks like a little man. Yeah, he's looking all muscly even though he's only 2.
That's the original man. That's the original man.
Like, that's it. I was like, he looked like your daddy.
Yeah, that's the original man. We came from God. Y'all came from us. He's mad. I was like, yeah, them white people over there in Mesopotamia. He trying to say all the Egyptians are white. He trying to say the Mesopotamians are white.
Oh, no.
Shout out to Basilius. Gang.
You said you were going to name drop him again.
Yeah.
But then you did.
That's all right.
We'll be right back.
There's enough time. See you on the other side of the break, dear listener. We got more music for y'all.